Hi there, Highlander fans. Jason Guerette here on the Highlander Sports Network. We're breaking down the men's soccer season here in fall of 2021, and we're joined by the head coach, Fernando Barboto. Coach, congratulations on another successful season, second straight year that you've been in the semifinals of the America East Tournament. Unfortunately, obviously not the result that you wanted at the end of the year, but what was this season like for you, getting back to kind of normal after the COVID spring?
Yeah, I think it was. It was a tough season, right? We started off with a good win and a tie, but we had some injuries. The team wasn't. I always say that as the season goes on, your team evolves into what it becomes at the end. But and it's a coach's job to see the evolution and what it leads to. And I think we had issues with that, right? And we had some bad losses, some really close losses, right? 2-1 to JMU, 4-3 to Seton Hall. But I think towards the end of the season, we started putting it together, and it started becoming what it became. And that's where I thought we kind of ended better than the middle part of the season.
What was the final step in that evolution this season? Because you did get on a roll, you were able to make the conference tournament, then you made it to the semifinals, and the match against Vermont was decided late, so you still were riding that momentum through that match. But what was that final step?
Yeah, I mean, we had some injuries in the back, right, and defensively, and the goals that we gave up was obviously a sign of that, right? And I thought we had kind of found the right lineup and system of play in the back to give us more, a better defense, an ability to defend better than we were in the middle part of the season, and so I think that in the end helped support the whole team, right, as to not give up goals that quickly or not give up that many goals and be able to allow our attack to, score goals and create chances to score goals.
Individually, of course, you had 3 players make all-conference teams, and we'll talk about the first 2 first because they have been the rocks that you have relied on up front in the attack. And Rene White and Regsan Watkins, 2 of the top all-time leaders among active players this year in the NCAA in goals and points. We'll start with Rene because he was just named COSIDA All-Academic for the second straight year, and he's also been doing it in the classroom in addition to his excellence on the field. But Rene, a guy that is the all-time leading scorer here in the NJIT Division I era, what is he, now that the season, of course, is over and that he's set to graduate finally, what has he meant to this program or what has he meant to you?
Listen, it's amazing. Like, Rene's been here as long as I've been here. Mm-hmm. And he was part of my first recruiting class, and to say that he has a special place in my heart, let alone the program, is an understatement. He's a special player. He's a special person. He's carried this team, this program for the last 6 years. He's led us quietly but prolifically, statistic-wise, he's gonna be sadly missed, as a locker room guy, a guy on the field, guy on game day, a guy in a big game. Mm-hmm. He's gonna be missed in every aspect, top to bottom. He really is. He's a really special player and a special person.
Well, speaking of big games, Regsan Watkins comes in as a junior college transfer a couple of seasons ago, and he has some really big moments. He had the game-winning goal in the ASUN final to get you into the NCAA tournament a couple of seasons ago. But he scored a lot of big goals as well, and he's been just as prolific as Rene over the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's a fantastic duo to say the least, right? Rex, stepped up when we needed to. When Rene wasn't there, he was there, and they kind of fed off each other quite well. Rex scored some huge goals, some a program historical, that we look back on and say, remember that day that Rex scored and won us a trophy. So he's really been a big part of this program and the successes that we've had. And he's been very humble about it, and he's never, you know, him and Rene have always just, you know, said, let's carry this team and let's score goals together, and they have.
Well, now, of course, the present with Rene and Rex moving on, it's obviously sad and they will be missed, but time marches on. We move into the future, and your third all-conference selection was on the all-rookie team, Gonzalo Franco, who really came on strong down the stretch. And your freshman class, you mentioned some of the injuries. They had to step up at times this year as well. So what does the future look like in your eyes for next season?
Yeah, I think the future is very strong. You know, we have a good core of players that are returning. We have Ario coming back from injury, Cubero coming back from injury, and coupled with Rebel, Jose Adamas, you know, and then the freshman class of you know, players like, you know, Gonzalo, Justin, and of course Santiago Martinez, who's kind of the unsung hero of the team. He does a lot of the, you know, the running and a lot of the dirty work, but we have a really good core, and we're really excited about next year.
Coach, congratulations on another successful season here in men's soccer here at NJIT, and we'll talk to you next fall.
Thank you.